Prescription Murder is an OG Columbo episode, the one where it all began. First airing on February 20th, 1968, this 94-minute masterpiece introduces Peter Falk as Lieutenant Columbo, Gene Barry as the first I'm Smarter Than You murderer, and Nina Foch as the unfortunate Mrs. Fleming, whose only crime was marrying a dude who thought he was too clever for the LAPD. The plot is kill, gaslight, repeat. Dr. Ray Fleming is a suave psychiatrist with a god complex, and he decides his wife Carol is cramping his style and his bank account, so naturally he murders her. Not one to do dirty work solo, he ropes in his mistress, Joan Hudson, an actress whose job it is pretending she's not dating her therapist. Together they stage a scene so implausible it could have been ripped off from a daytime soap. Joan, disguised as Carol, storms off a plane after a fake fight with Ray, while Ray jets off to Acapulco, smug as ever. Enter Columbo, the ruffled detective who sniffs out murder like a bloodhound at a butcher shop. The moment Columbo casually asked why Ray didn't call out to his wife when he returned home, you can practically hear Ray sweating under his perfectly pressed suits. Picture this, Columbo and Ray sitting in the shrink's office sipping bourbon like old pals. Ray, smug as a cat in a sunbeam, lays out exactly how the hypothetical murder could have been pulled off. Columbo, all wide-eyed innocent, plays along. Fantastic stuff, Doc. Hypothetical, of course. Ray even calls Columbo a sly little elf, which, let's be honest, is both accurate and delightful. The tension is pretty good in this one. You can almost see the thought bubble above Ray's head. Wait, this guy is really on to me? Maybe. No, he's not. After Columbo rattles Joan's nerves with relentless interrogation, she calls Ray in a panic. Cue the next day, Columbo invites Ray to Joan's swanky house. Seriously, how does she afford that place? There, Ray finds a bikini-clad redhead floating in the pool, apparently dead from an overdose. Columbo lays it on thick. I guess you got what you wanted, Doc. No wife, no mistress, just you and your big old brain. But wait, plot twist. The real Joan sachets in from behind a curtain, very much alive and ready to spill the tea. The dead redhead, a decoy. Columbo just played the Doc at his own game, and Ray's face goes full, oh no, as the credits roll. Here's some fun facts because murder can be educational. Airport security then announced. Ray and Joan's elaborate scheme hinges on 1960 airport security being basically non-existent. Joan impersonating Carol and walking off a plane mid-boarding. Today, TSA would be on that faster than you can say suspicious carry-on. Joan's impossibly glamorous pad is the legendary Stall House, an architectural gem. It's so iconic that it upstages the murder plot, almost. Columbo doesn't show up until 32 minutes into the episode, but when he does, he owns the room in his rumpled trench coat and the all-shucks demeanor. Legend status unlocked. Gene Barry sets the gold standard for smug murderers, and Peter Falk proves that looking like you just rolled out of bed is a power move. The psychological chess match between Ray and Columbo is riveting, with Columbo's disarming questions slowly unraveling Ray's overconfidence. Sure, it has its quirks. Carol's sudden shift from suspicion to smitten is head-scratching, and Joan's lavish lifestyle is laughable, but the episode charm outweighs its flaws. My final thoughts: Prescription Murder is where it all began for Columbo, but it, as far as episodes goes, is just fair. The mind games are intriguing, and Peter Falk's debut as a lieutenant is memorable, but the pacing feels uneven, and some of the characters' motivations are a bit shaky at best. While Gene Barry delivers a solid performance as the smug Dr. Fleming, the episode doesn't quite reach the brilliance of later entries in the series. It's a decent introduction, but Columbo's best work and charm are still ahead of him.